Ooh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from Ottumwa, Iowa. It's Claus and Convo, the show that serves a fresh, hot plate of entertainment every week, every single week, and doesn't ask for anything in return. Well, that is until it becomes your cheating ex-girlfriend asking for child support. Not that I would know anything about that. Anyways, I'm your sunglasses-wearing 80s hair-style foxy host, Dante Padfoot.
And I'm your I don't need no fucking sleeves Chiguar host, Striker Chiguar.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Did I break you?
No, I've had people break me before. It takes a lot. Anyways, we got a great show for you guys today. We got quite a few interesting news topics. We have not just interesting ones on the side of the weird, we have the interesting ones on the side of awesome. So anyways, also we're going to be showing pictures of the world's ugliest dog contest that's going on right now. So we hope we'll enjoy that. And we got videos of foxes, and we got videos of old movies that that haunted your childhood and with Haley Joel Osment, and we're not talking about The Sixth Sense.
Oh!
Anyways, and we're also, today we're going to be introducing a new segment. It's going to be about gaming news, which is going to be freaking awesome. So we hope you guys enjoy that. Anyways, so also, something that I've been noticing, we get most of the views. Like, okay, we usually upload these episodes to YouTube after we're done with them so people can see them later, because not everyone can tune in live. Although tuning in live is the best way to go, because then you can be involved in the chat and stuff like that, in the discussion, etc., etc. But, you know, some people can't make it every Friday at 5 p.m., so we upload it to YouTube, and, you know, it doesn't get that many views, but we recently found out...
Not directly, anyway.
Yeah, not quickly. It takes a while.
Directly.
Not directly? What do you mean?
Go on.
Okay.
Because what you're about to mention.
Okay, what I'm about to mention
is actually embedded from YouTube.
Okay, so yeah, what we do is we embed it onto the Iowa Furs website.
Which reminds me, I need to upload.
Yeah, because the last one you did was episode 12, part 1, and we're on episode 21, so that was 9 episodes ago.
Yeah. I'm lazy. Sue me.
That's fine. Anyways, we get 10 times more views on this Iowa Furs website, which is awesome, and it's like for some reason that's the last place I would have expected. You know, I would expect people to go to YouTube, but no, they just watch it right from the, from the website, which is cool. I mean,
yes.
It's obviously the website. It's called Iowa Furs, so it's the website that all the Iowa Furs use.
iowafurries.webs.com.
Mm-hmm. And it's upkept by Raver Rabbit, I believe.
And I forget who else, but Omega is another moderator, and Naboa is on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all pretty cool guys. So
they're all really cool guys.
Yeah.
Raver. I met him in IRL.
Jay.
Anyways, another thing to talk about: Anthrocon is coming up faster than I would have imagined.
Yes.
And we are, in fact, going to Anthrocon, as far as I can tell. I mean...
And speaking of which, Hematite told me that the house has actually pretty decent internet.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
So the house, we're going to be staying...
We might actually be able to pull off an actual episode.
Are we going to... I thought we'd be broadcasting live from the convention. We should do that.
Yeah. We might be able to do something at the convention.
We should.
But the house most definitely has internet connection.
That's good. So we could do something. I mean, you know.
Well, most of the stuff during the con is going to be earlier in the day, so.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking we should actually live stream. If we could actually, can we do that? Like, take a mobile device and live stream?
If you've got one.
I do.
We can do that.
We could live stream from the show.
If you get you can pull up Ustream on your thing, and
as long as I get the Wi-Fi.
If you can pick it up.
But I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking we should just take a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
And because I mean, we won't be able to deliver a show. You know, we'll just Because we could probably just like take videos.
We can do a like a dollar store version of the show.
A dollar store version.
Yeah, I've got Ustream Producer on this, and I've got a USB microphone that would do the job. You know.
Okay.
So we can probably duct tape something together.
So you know, duct tape. You can fix anything with duct tape. If you can't fix it with duct tape, you haven't used enough. That's kind of how it is. So yeah, we could do that. I don't know, but I'm just thinking even if we did do that, it'd be a really short episode. I think we'd obviously have to broadcast, 5 p.m. Central, on the dot because we have people that are waiting for the hour. So I mean, people,
and that'd be like 4 o'clock Eastern.
Okay, we'll just have to figure out the time zone or something.
We'll just have to go an hour earlier.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm really excited because we got...
That'd be a short one, but...
It seems that we are going to be able to make it, as far as I can tell. I have all the plans worked out. I'm very close to having enough money. And I'm pretty sure I'll have enough money by the time the con comes around. So, I hope I will anyway. But yeah, it looks like it's looking up. It's looking up, and I'm pretty sure we're going to make it.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And I'm assuming, are you actually going to have enough money to do stuff, or are you just going to be like me and have barely enough?
I should have enough money to for gas and
food.
And alcohol on occasion.
Please. Oh, that'd be great.
But I'm thinking if I have enough money to do it, we could probably have a commission.
Ooh.
Do a commission.
We can always
commission ours to do something for the show.
We can find people that'll do it for real cheap.
Yeah.
So
of course we can always get badges for like $10.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it won't be too expensive for all this stuff.
That's sort of a must.
Mm-hmm. But I'd definitely like to get a badge of like China Rose, because I know that she's not going to make it, and I know that she'll want to, like, I told her that I would bring her back something of her persona, so I can get at least a badge, because I'm not going to be able to afford very much when I go up there. It's going to be difficult to afford a bunch of luxuries while we're up there, at least for me. So because I do have to pay rent, and I do have a normal middle class job, so
yes.
So I don't, I make just enough money to pay the bills and make ends meet, but not usually enough money to cover everything else. So, but anyways, whatever. So, but yeah, like I said, today we got a very awesome and very, very cute video of a fox. I know that a lot of people, even though your persona is probably not a fox, you still love foxes. I mean, who doesn't love foxes? Seriously. You just have to love them. They're so cute and adorable, and they're the greatest thing ever. And yeah, so it's a video of like, I don't want to reveal it right now, but
don't
it's
spoil
really
it.
cute. It's really cute.
Shut up right now.
Okay, I did. Sheesh. Calm down. I'm not gonna reveal spoilers to Game of Thrones or anything. Oh, God
everyone
help
dies.
You. Well, yeah, there's the Red Wedding apparently. I don't think everyone dies, but it's George R.R. Martin. Oh hey, this is a character that you might like to get attached to. Oh, kill him off. See, I never actually watched Game of Thrones, but just hearing about it so much. I do need to watch it, by the way. I hear about it all the time about how good it is, and people are just so into it, and I'm like, this sounds like my kind of thing. I really want to get into it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Have you ever actually watched it though?
I don't have cable, and I'm too lazy to
look it up on Pirate Bay or something.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that. So,
so am I. I mean, I don't really have the time for it because especially during the entire summer, the only thing I've been doing is either working my butt off or hanging out with friends and barely making time for them. So.
And Danny the Border Collie has joined us.
Danny the Border Collie has joined us.
Welcome back.
Yes, we missed you. We missed you so much. Yeah. Anyways, Hematite Bear isn't here. That's a first for a long time. He's been here every episode for the past million episodes. 21.
He's probably enjoying the nice weather and going fishing.
Probably. Doing something lame is more like it. Because he's not paying attention to us. But yeah, anyways, today I've kind of been thinking about this for a while. Like, I decided to do a new segment about the gaming news because I know that at least 80% of furs are into gaming. At least, like, because it's just
of course.
You're 80% of furs are into it at least a little bit. You don't have to be a hardcore gamer to enjoy gaming news. And with the Xbox One, there's a whole big story about that recently. For those of you who have been like hating on him for a while. So, anyways, yeah, I'm really happy to start the news, gaming news segment. What we're gonna do is show it after the normal news segment. So, we're gonna do the banter segment, which is the one we're going on right now. Then we're gonna do artist of the week, and then we're gonna do normal news segment, and then gaming news segment, and then we're gonna go into the discussion topic. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. I can't wait for this episode. It's gonna be the best one. Well, not really. But, could be the best one ever. You never know. Oh, look who else has joined us. It's Wine Slender. Ooh, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. But yeah, what do you guys think of my 80s hairstyle? What do you think of it?
Pretty awesome.
I think, like I said earlier, I was saying to Striker earlier, I seriously look like an 80s rock star. Especially if you can see it in real life from like different perspectives. On the back, it's really poofy sometimes. Especially when I get off of the motorcycle, like it's been flapping in the wind, and then I get off and it's like poofy. It's so funny. But I don't know. But I used to straighten my hair a little bit, but I decided to stop because I couldn't. It was too much work because my hair wasn't long enough. Like it was a struggle to get it straight. But now it's long enough that it's a lot easier. So I'm gonna start doing this a lot more often. So this is probably my new look. Yeah. So. Whether you guys like it or not, it's going to stay.
If you let it grow out and let it get a little bit curly, it'll look like Slash.
Yeah, that would. I would look like Slash. Have you ever seen my mom's hair?
No.
My mom's hair, I basically got my mom's hair like 100%. Hers is gigantic hair that's completely and utterly like the curliest hair ever. And I grew up with this hair. But lucky for me, I had it short my whole life until I came to college. Because I was thinking, college, perfect time to grow up my hair. I mean, come on. Of course it is. So, yeah. Anyways, we're really glad you guys could join us. We were hoping that we would actually have some viewers this time because Hematite Bear is gone. And, yeah. So, are any of you guys in the chat room going to Anthrocon, by the way? You could just answer in the chat room or something. Because, it's always nice to meet some viewers in IRL.
Always.
Which is what we're going to do to Hematite Bear. So, we're going to be staying at his place in Indiana, I believe.
Yes.
And it's going to be...
Terre Haute.
It's going to be amazing!
Yes.
He was talking to me on Facebook, and he was saying how he wishes that he's going to miss his hot tub for the weekend, when he goes to Anthrocon. He was like, yeah, I'm... Hold on just a second. I have a sneeze coming on. Okay. Anyways.
Aim it that way.
I know it's gonna like come as a surprise to me pretty soon, just like the Looney Tunes cartoons. Anyway, he was talking to me on Facebook about his hot tub, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna miss my hot tub. He was seriously trying to think of a way to bring it. And I was like, wow, I would love to have seen that. Like, seriously. I don't know if he has a pickup truck or something, but...
Oh, he's got a very large truck.
Okay, well, maybe he could bring it, but still, I mean... bring a hot tub to a con. Hey, guys, here's my hot tub.
Give him some time, I'm sure he'll find a way.
Yeah, there's a way for Hematite Bear to find...
He's a genius.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, Wine Slender is not going. That's a shame. Anyways, I mean, if it makes you feel better,
Danny and Wayne both are going to miss it.
Oh, that's
unfortunate.
If it makes you feel any better, like smaller conventions are supposedly better. Like, I mean, there's AC Anthrocon, which is massive.
We should go to IFC.
IFC.
Indiana for a camp.
We should. Yeah. That's relatively close.
Yes, that's right in the middle between here and Anthrocon.
When is that happening?
I don't know. I have to look that up.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we should totally go to that. You know what? Another one I've always wanted to go to is the one in California. What's it called?
Further Confusion.
Yeah, Further Confusion. Danny says, sir, I'm sorry, hot tubs not allowed in the convention. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine them saying that. Just be like, hey, can I put my hot tub place? Where can I put my hot tub? Oh boy. Anyways, Further Confusion. I've always wanted to go there because it's supposedly a really awesome convention. Like, I mean, I've been to Midwest Fur Fest, which is my favorite one so far. Because it's I've heard people say that it's better than Anthrocon because it's more of a closer community. But Anthrocon is just there's more stuff to do at Anthrocon. Like you're gonna be up, over your
it's the biggest con in the world.
Yes, it is. So, and I've heard that the best one in the world, like the most friendly one, is Eurofurence, which it's gonna be a while before I have the money to make it to that. So, I don't know. But yeah, me and Striker and Hematite Barrow and Kai, who's riding along with us, have been super excited for AC for a long time now, and I can't wait, and it's gonna be awesome. And unfortunately, I mean, heads up for you guys, we won't be. It's until we decide to, we probably won't be doing a full show on the day of Anthrocon, which is gonna be a week, 2 weeks from now, is when we're gonna the Friday after the next one. That's what I was trying to say.
The week after the next episode of this show.
Yeah. The Friday after next.
Yes.
So, yep, we won't be doing a...
we might try to do an episode.
We could probably try and broadcast
We'll do
one.
something. Something.
So, yeah, we'll do something. We'll probably broadcast...
Keep an eye open. Yeah.
We'll probably broadcast...
We'll announce it.
We'll broadcast at 5 p.m. Central and be like, hey, hello, all you guys, like the viewers. We're at Anthrocon.
We'll compile all the stuff we've collected so far.
Yeah.
So video and stuff.
Can you actually stream from this app that I have, like the Ustream app? Do you know?
Yeah, I think probably
really
could.
Cool. I mean, I'll have to look at it later.
And then there's also my laptop.
Oh yeah, duh. We got the laptops. But yeah, we could totally do that. Just like as a quick thing, and just we could take the laptop and give like a tour around AC, just a quick one, like the lobby or something, and say, hey guys, you're like, just do it in everyone's show. Go up to people and be like, hey, you're live on Claws and Convo, stuff like that. So it'd be sweet. Or we could set up a booth, or like not a booth, but like a table or something, and just like do an episode from there.
That's something we should do for another. We should actually have like a panel at
MFF.
MFF. That'd be a good one.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
if we could do that. Panel it. Oh man, that would be great. We could just do. What would we do at the panel? Do you think? Could just like answer questions?
We'd just have like a real show. Right there. We
could. And we could like answer, we could have the audience like kind of get involved in the discussion.
Yeah.
If we do a discussion topic, which would be awesome. That's a wonderful idea. But another thing we're going to be doing at AC is advertising the show a lot. I mean, I'm going to make a lot of flyers, and we're going to promote the show as best we can. And you're going to make business cards if you
I've got a stack of them right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you bring them?
I have them packed.
Oh, okay.
Already packed.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, I can see them, by the time the convention comes around.
It's like that thick.
That's awesome. I mean, at least we got a stack of them. We can hand some out. But especially flyers. Like, I want to put them around the con, and I don't necessarily want to hand them out to people, but we could hand them out to people that we know.
We could see if there's there's probably like a table somewhere we can put them on.
Mm-hmm.
I know Midwest Fur Fest had like a table of flyers and stuff.
Yeah.
So we could probably see about that.
Mm-hmm. And I totally want to, just put the flyers everywhere and kind of get the word out, because the thing we love the most on the show is audience participation.
Oh yes.
I mean, we love when people just chill,
community
sit back and
driven. Yeah.
I mean, I do love when people just sit back and watch the show, just get entertained. But we love it even more when people get in the chat room and get involved in the discussion. It makes everything so much more interesting, because then we can hear the audience's opinions, and that's half the reason we call it a discussion topic, is so everyone can have their say. It's kind of like a great big jar of pennies, because everyone throws in their 2 cents.
It's like we're on this enormous virtual couch. Yep. And we're all circled around a table and just kind of hanging out.
Yep, that's kind of how it works. Actually, it's really, really awesome philosophy right there.
Where's the fox?
Where's the fox?
The plush fox.
I forgot about the fox. Okay, I'll be right back.
Turn up some music from Blacktown Tiger. There he is. Yeah, he can man the headphone amp. Yeah.
Okay, anyways. Oh, is that
is an ad, I think.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So some of you are probably not experiencing that right now. Anyways, this plush fox. My friend Rachel Benson, you guys know her as China Rose, actually just came in. She joined us on the show last week, and she's just like, she brings it in. She's like, "Oh, by the way, I have a gift for you," and she gave me that, and I was so happy. Like, oh my word. I love foxes, as you can tell. They're the cutest and the fluffiest of all the animals.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, we're thinking of just having that as like a regular prop on the show. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Danny says, "Don't you just love when commercials come at the most horrible times?"
Freaking bypassed ad blocker.
Yeah. Did it?
Wait, is this? Do I even have that thing turned on again? I gotta check this.
Sometimes you have to turn off ad blocker to actually,
I don't turn it off ever, because I absolutely despise advertisements.
So do I.
I'm trying to watch something.
Sometimes you actually have to turn it off though, because, like, especially
sometimes if you just wait through that little black screen they give you.
Yeah, that's true, but I guess you don't really have to turn it off. But like, okay, here's the deal. When you try to watch a Nostalgia Critic episode, for example, they advertise over Blip TV. Or, I mean, they broadcast over Blip TV or whatever. And
the hell, it disappeared. I don't have it on here. Why?
That's weird. Okay, anyways, Blip TV, like it.
I'm going to install it right now.
It when you what's the word I'm looking for? When you have ad blocker on and you try to watch something that Blip TV has the player Blip TV, it does a 90-second black screen that says your ad blocker is turned on, and it doesn't say this specifically, but this is essentially what it's saying. As a punishment, you have to wait through this 90-second ad, and our normal ad only takes
I'm gonna restart Firefox.
Only takes 30 seconds. So I'm like, well, that sucks. So whenever I watch Nostalgia Critic, I usually turn off the ad blocker. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, sometimes I just leave it on because it's almost worth sitting through the 90-second, advertisement just because I'm sick of turning it off and forgetting about it. So, yeah, good point there. I freaking hate advertisements. I hate them so much. I remember back in the day when YouTube was like young and there was no advertisements. Well, I mean, there was. I don't mind, the website advertising because that's how websites make money. But I hate it when they put them, when you have to watch advertisements before videos. That is the most horrible thing in the world. Well, obviously that's an exaggeration. But
it's funny. The funny thing is, some of the shows I watch are basically like atheist channels, and they're there's almost always a Christian ad to lead in at the beginning.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. It's like they're advertising their own destruction.
I think the ads have something to do with the tags of the episode or whatever you're watching. Like, say if you're watching some atheist debate on YouTube, and they do like a Christian advertisement because one of the tags.
Let's target them sinners.
Because the ads see the Christian tag or something like that, and they're just like, oh, this is that's how they work. They just
ad bots are stupid.
They are. They try to cater to the people's interests by doing the subject related in the video, but it just always crashes and burns. Just like, for this show, people see pet food commercials all the time.
Yeah.
Which is so funny.
It kind of makes sense.
It makes sense. Furries don't eat pet food, as far as I know, but it's just really funny that we have to watch pet food commercials. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So yeah.
Yeah,
all the colors are different now. That always
I
throws me
gotta
off.
log in again on the Ustream.
Alrighty.
Check.
Anyways, yeah, just a preview of what we got for you guys today. We have the full
chat sucks. FYI.
We have the full news story on the tornado victims in Oklahoma where the community got together. Yeah, I have the full story on that. We have a My Little Pony, an upcoming My Little Pony edition of Monopoly, by the way, and we have a story about
milking shit dry much.
We have a news story about further confusion. We have, and like I said earlier, we have pictures from the ugliest dog contest that's going on right now, which is awesome. Yeah. Like, there's seriously some of the most hilarious pictures ever. Knowing that it's an ugly dog contest. We have a survey about pets, and we have we're going to be talking about a movie called The Country Bears. I don't know if any of you remember that movie from 2002. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking about with Haley Joel Osment in it.
That's back when I kind of sort of listened to country music.
Yeah. Well, I did when I was younger too, but I only because my mom kind of liked it, So I don't know. But this one's gonna be. This is back when. This is actually gonna be. About this movie, it's like half awesome and half creepy because it's so real looking, like all the bears.
Yeah.
Because it's animatronics and costumes, which is so much better than computer generation, So it's
got its own charm to it.
Yeah. So some people will be revisiting this going, oh, I remember that movie, and some people will just be like, what? Which is actually what's going on in the chat room right now. I have bad luck. Nobody has texted me all day, and suddenly people start texting me during the what's it called? Podcast. People always do that during the podcast. They text me during the podcast. I tell them every week.
Time is
5
horrible.
5 p.m. Friday nights. I'm always doing the podcast. I made sure. 100% sure that I do not get scheduled at work on Fridays solely because I have to do the podcast. Have to is a strong word. I love doing it. I would do it even if we only had one viewer. So as long as we have one person viewing, I will continue to do this. It's kind of how I am.
And I kind of need you to do the show anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Because you can be entertaining, but you and I both can't do it separately. I couldn't do it without you. You couldn't do it without me. Because we both have our own defining traits. We feed off
each other,
And plus, you're like, I'm the actor, the one that can do improv and performance stuff, and you're the one that can do most of the tech stuff, but also like contribute to the acting stuff. So it's like it's a perfect combination, really. So we would just be lost without each other. I don't know what I would do without you. Just saying. Oh, I know what's going on. Rachel Culver just texted me and said that the balloons are going up in Atomo Park today.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the annual balloon thing.
I just might go. Or, yeah, I don't know. I might go, but I might just like, I don't know. I've never really seen it before. Is it awesome?
I've seen it from a distance. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Especially when I set them up at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're doing that tonight. So, which is gonna be awesome. So, anyways, it's 5:31. I believe it's about time for our news segment. But first, we have the Artist of the Week for you guys. Who is the Artist of the Week this week, Stryker?
This week, the Artist of the Month is Mystic Sabrionic.
Yes, which I have never met in real life, but I know she is an Iowa Fur.
Yes, she is.
So we know her, over Facebook, stuff like this.
Yes, I will link her for affinity in chat right at this moment.
Yes, indeed, and she does awesome artwork. Like I mean, she's one of those artists that is pretty popular for a reason. Like her artwork is just amazing. My favorite stuff that she does is of her and her husband's persona. Like, it's the coolest stuff ever. I just love seeing that. That's my favorite kind of artwork, actually, is just two people's persona, with a cute, romantic scene or something. I absolutely just drool over that stuff. It's gorgeous. I love it. Like we were saying in a couple episodes ago, I dislike that there's so much porn, and I really enjoy seeing seeing stuff like this as a breath of fresh air.
Tender moments like that.
Yeah, tender moments. I just absolutely love them. And this is why, I completely agree that she deserves Artist of the Week, because she most of her stuff is not explicit, Well,
she does
she does quite a bit of stuff, but that's mostly
most recently.
Yeah. But she does a lot of genuine stuff like this, which is awesome. So, Anyways, so I think it's about time to go into the news segment. What do you think?
I think you're right.
And this time I actually have to give you the news articles. Do you want me to just give them to you one after the other?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can just open them up in your tabs and stuff. Okay, so here's the first one. Do you want to do it to StrikePaw or the your username?
Send it to me, unless they have video.
Nope. If it's a video, I'll send it to the studio.
Oh, okay.
This will actually let me. Holy cow! There we go. Okay.
We'll wait for the music. I'm going to cue this news music, and wait for it to play.
Okay. Do you want me to wait?
Yeah.
Okay. I got the headphones on, so I know when it's coming. At least I hope so.
We can just kill time until this song's over.
Oh, you want to wait till the song's over?
Yeah.
Then? Okay.
Yeah, it's cued.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It'll play automatically. I don't want to mess around with playlists at the moment.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So you had it queued almost perfectly. All right.
Wait, you're supposed to be cued, you bastard.
Yeah, this is disappointing.
Will you be my guest of honor?
Oh yeah, this is totally the news music.
Fine, I'll do that.
Okay, here we go. Tonight on Claws and Convo, pictures from the world's ugliest dog contest. With your anchors, Stryker Chiguar and Dante Padfoot, this is Claws and Convo News. What's it?
I don't know.
Anyways, we just missed that little bum at the end.
I had cross fading turned on, I guess.
Okay.
'Cause I'm an idiot.
No, you're not. You're a human being, and I love you. And so does Barney. Okay,
God
anyways.
Damn, that's Barney.
Okay, anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, you have reached the news segment portion of the show. The part of the show where we talk about news. What did you think I was going to say? And we also go off topic quite a bit, so we hope you guys will stay with us. And at the end of this news segment, in case you didn't hear at the beginning, we're going to be we're going to be dedicating the last part of the news segment to the gaming section of the world instead of the furry stuff, because we know that a lot of you like the gaming stuff. The gaming stuff. Them video games. So
video games.
So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read the first article, and then you can pick one afterwards. We're going to start off with the ugliest dog contest one. So I'm going to go ahead and post this one in the chat, because then you guys absolutely have to see. Actually, no, I'm just going to go ahead and post this and not really read the article, because yikes, explicit. What was it?
Apparently, Danny was looking at Mystic's page on FA in the elevator, and she's got a porn pic up in her submissions.
Wait, is Danny in the elevator or something?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, good for you. I guess that's I mean, I know that you can watch us anywhere with the Ustream app, on your phone or something, but that's funny. That's honestly hilarious. Oh, boy. That's going to make me laugh for a while now. Getting caught in the elevator with a porn pic, and it's a furry porn pic. Anyways, so I guess the ugliest dog contest, there's really not much to say about it. Just I put the link in the chat so you guys can check out the photos while you listen to you can just switch over the tab or something, because there's not really a news story about it. I just wanted to make sure we got that. It's pretty awesome, actually. I love these pictures that they got. I very much enjoy the ugliest dog contest. So anyways, I guess we can talk about this news story here from National Geographic, and the title of this news story is U.S. Pet Poll. Most prefer dogs. 18% want dinosaur. I was immediately drawn to this based on the title. Americans love their pets, and a new poll shows just how much we dote on our critters. I think that's what it is, dote on our critters, while revealing some curious attitudes towards animals and people. 6 out of 10 voters interviewed have a pet, with a third reporting that their critters sleep in the bed with them. No word on whether that includes reptiles. Haha. Perhaps not surprisingly, 1 in 5 people said they'd prefer to spend time with their animals than with other people. 52% prefer dogs, 21% prefer cats, and 27% aren't sure which species they like better. When asked whether they agreed with the statement, dog owners need to get better control of their dogs, 48% did, 23% agreed with the statement. Cat owners are weirder than dog owners, with 35% disagreeing. Well, cat owners, in fact, are a little bit more strange. I know that for a fact.
I guess that's not what Danny meant.
What did he mean?
Not what we just said.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I see what he means. He says, yikes, explicit artists, very awkward elevator times. I think he's talking about something in the past when he was looking up explicit artists in the elevator or something. Happened to be in the elevator at a time. I don't know. Great job getting me bad name here, guys. Hey, if you think that's bad, wait till you're just a normal viewer on this. I mean, you are kind of, but wait till you're as regular as Hematite Bear. I don't know.
Horse semen.
Yeah. Only have to mention that, and it brings back horrible memories. So I'm just going to get back to this news story here.
Anyway.
June 11th and 13th, asking them 38 questions relating to their views on pets, animal phobias, and other random creature preferences. The poll, which was not authorized or paid for by any campaign or political organization, had a margin of error of negative 4%. 5 more intriguing results. 21% rated snakes as the most terrifying animal, followed by alligators at 19% and sharks and bears at 18 and 14% respectively. 9% of those polls are vegan or vegetarian. Those polled are vegan or vegetarian, while 91% are not. 18% believe that the Loch Ness Monster is real. Okay. On preferences for an exotic pet, 26% say they would choose a tiger, 20% a giraffe, 18% a dinosaur. and 16% an elephant. 90% said they would not want a hippopotamus for Christmas, perhaps to the collective relief of hippos worldwide. What kind of news story is this? Like, what kind of...
You're the one who looked it up.
I was just drawn by the title. Like, okay, they're asking people... Why would you just randomly ask people, would you like a hippopotamus for Christmas? I mean, like, how random is that? It's funny, but it's random.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, so that was the news story for that.
Danny apparently was in an elevator, and Nars
was in the elevator.
Nars was in the elevator.
Okay.
I
guess we got that cleared up. I apologize for any, misconceptions. Okay, public apology accepted. Let's get on with it. Get on with it.
Giggity!
Okay, so which one do you want to read? You could do the, you could either, let's see, which one? Oh, the Naked Mole Rat is a really long one. You could do that one, but we shouldn't read the entire thing. We'll just basically like read the, basis of it, and I'll text Rachel back while I'm waiting.
Okay.
So go ahead. Take it away, Mr. Strachigua. With a cold stone killer.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Chemical that makes naked mole rats cancer-proof discovered.
Yeah, so just a quick fill-in for you guys. They've been naked mole rats, who is, obviously the same creature from Kim Possible. If you didn't have if you had a childhood, you knew of that show. But naked mole rats are immune to cancer, which people have been scientists have been really trying to figure out what makes them cancer-proof. And this article, I haven't read it yet, but I saw this and it's I'm really excited because I'm hoping that it's an actual legit thing. So, anyways, you can continue. Just needed to fill them in.
The findings could eventually. Okay. June 19th, 2013. Two researchers at the University of Rochester have discovered the chemical that makes naked mole rats cancer-proof. The findings could eventually lead to new cancer treatments in people, said study authors Andrei Silonov and Vera Gorbanova.
We always have trouble pronouncing names on this show. Good luck.
Foreign scientist names. Yeah. The research paper will be published in this week's journal Nature. Naked mole rats are small, hairless, subterranean rodents that have never been known to get cancer, despite having a 30-year lifespan. The research group, led by Silonov and Gorbona, fuck it.
From now on, every time you come across something that you can't pronounce, just go, Mr. McRobin.
That works. Discovered that these rodents are protected from cancer because their tissues are very rich with a high molecular weight. Hyaluron.
Did you say they're titties?
No.
I swear I heard you say that.
They're tissues.
Okay, I was confused. Continue.
Hyaluron. Hyaluron. That's
something.
HMWHA.
Just say like
the biologists focus on HMWHA began after they noticed a gooey substance in the naked mole rat culture was clogging the vacuum pipes and tubing. They also discovered that unlike the naked mole rat culture, other media containing cells from humans, mice, and guinea pigs were not discussed. We needed to understand what the goo was, said Silonov. Gunavova and Silona
Close enough.
Identified the substance as HMWHA, which caused them to test its possible role in naked mole rats' cancer resistance. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my marbles.
Then showed that when HMWHA was removed, the cells became susceptible to tumors, confirming that the chemical did play a role in making naked mole rats cancer-proof.
Yup.
The Rochester team also identified the gene named HAS2 responsible for making HMWHA in the naked mole rat. Surprisingly, the naked mole rat's gene was different from HAS2 in all other animals. In addition, the naked mole rats were very slow at recycling HMWHA, which contributed to the accumulation of the chemical in the animal's tissues.
Oh, rad.
The next step will be to test the effectiveness of HMWHA in mice. If that test goes well, and
The hydrocarbon.
Hope to try the chemical on human cells. These things show up too much. I quit. I quit.
Do you want to just like skim through it and read if there's anything else interesting that we gotta mention about it?
Fuck, we'll just link it.
Okay. Didn't we already link it, or did I forget again?
I'm linking it right now.
Okay. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I'm surprised that they found it because, like I said, they've been trying to find out what makes naked mole rats resistant to cancer for a long time, and I'm so happy that they found it. Like, this is another step in like releasing more cancer treatments, because I believe like they could probably use this chemical to stop the growth of tumors, which marijuana already does that, but obviously that's illegal. So I guess I could play it off as medicinal marijuana, which most people do anyway.
It's kind of a cop-out thing about it, though.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I guess that's a pretty awesome news story that I was really happy I found that one, and I'm really happy that they discovered kind of discovered the cure. They're still working on it apparently. But, just another step toward, like I said, really good, effective cancer treatment. So, anyways, I'm going to read two relatively short news stories here, and then I'll leave the last one for you. So, okay. Whoops. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. AAE seeks new logo for further confusion. And this is, by the way, I gotta link this so you guys can check it out, because the Further Confusion logo is like really ancient looking. It looks like, it's like 12 years old or something. Oh, looks like Weinslinder's Wi-Fi went down. That's a shame. Well, at least you can still tune into the show. So,
Chat-wise, anyway.
Chat-wise. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read this one here. And check out the link that I just put in there because like I said, you got to check out the logo. It's ancient. Okay, here we go. Entries should incorporate AAE's trademark Furcon and must be clean and easy to understand, look good in color and black and white, and be PG rated. They should not use specific critters or characters, and must be available in vector format. Multiple entries may be submitted by 12 a.m. Pacific time, July 4th. The winner will be picked by the end of July. The selected designer will receive a Further Confusion 2014 patron membership and merchandise. There will also be 5 runner-up sponsor prizes. All 6 will be featured online and in the con book. Public registration so far has not been positive, though a few artists seem interested. The submission deadline has been extended from June 14th. So, anyways, yep. if any of you would like to, just by chance, if anybody wants to design a logo for Further Confusion, now's your chance. You can win, the con membership, which is really cool. But anyways, check out that link. They're pretty ancient. They've had the same logo for a long time. Same thing with Midwest Fur Fest, but except MFF's it's not really outdated yet. It still looks awesome,
Yeah.
So
Still works.
So anyways, here's another one. This is my second semi-short news story. Then we're gonna give Striker the last one. This one it's from Flayra. Actually, I'm gonna post the link before I start because I always forget to post the link in the chat room. And here we go. Furopoly. Well, sort of. And face it,
Kind of.
you knew it was coming. First up is Monopoly, the My Little Pony edition, by which they mean My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, of course. It's available for pre-order at Comics Infinity, which means, yes, this actually does exist. Welcome to Ponyville. A big adventure and tons of fun await you in this playful My Little Pony edition of Monopoly. Favorite locations in Ponyville are up for grabs, including Cutie Mark Clubhouse, Sweet Apple Acres, Manhattan, and Crystal Empire. The six game tokens, of course, are the main six, the characters from the series. What, not into My Little Pony phenomenon? Alright, we'll head over to CoinOp TV and check out the Monopoly Skylanders edition. Also in pre-orders now, they've just got about everyone covered. Sweet. The first person in the chat room says, I've never wanted to play Monopoly more in my life. Well, that's not saying much. So, yep, we do have a lot of furries/bronies out there, which I'm hoping in the discussion topic later I want to talk more about. I mean, we've talked a lot about bronies, but there's still some topics I want to cover about them, like the idea that they're not going to last long and stuff like this, and the idea that they could last for a long time, because I'm attempting to explore the actual psychology behind it and whether or not people are going to be, whether it's just like a fad right now or if it's just going to end up being a thing that continues on for decades, which is what has been happening with the furry fandom and what will happen with the furry fandom. But, I'd just like to explore that later in the discussion topic. So anyways, check out the picture. It looks pretty cool. Honestly, I think it's a cool idea, but I'm not going to buy it, because obviously I'm not a brony. But, if anyone is a brony out there, totally go for it. Just saying. So, yeah. Then we have, I know that my friend Shina Rose is going to get it because she's a huge My Little Pony fan. So, anyways. Denny the Border Collie in the chat room says, not really fur exactly, since furs are the fans of anthropomorphic animals. So the ponies being feral do not count as furs, yet that is, Hasbro is thinking of releasing anthropomorphic versions of MLP, which, yes indeed, they are actually anthropomorphic. I hate to break it to you. Because
they talk and
because the definition of anthropomorphic is like anything with human characteristics. Even if it doesn't talk and it still is like conscious and has like the characteristics like the facial expressions, it's still considered anthropomorphic.
Oh, if you say it put that way, we kind of do anthropomorphize real animals.
Pretty much everything too. Well, mostly animals.
It kind of implies that they have human-like intelligence and they behave in a human-like manner.
Yes, indeed. Basically. So yeah. Anyways, just to cover that though, like I know what you mean. Like I know you mean like they're not really the bipedal anthropomorphic. There's kind of two different definitions of it.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same word, some people have it define it slightly differently. When they say anthropomorphic, a lot of people when they say anthropomorphic, they mean bipedal.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
but I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant because I get you. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Anyways, you can go ahead and read the next one if you want to. And this is something that we've and I'll go ahead and post the link for you. This is something that we talked about like right after we heard about the news story, but this is the full coverage news story about it. Like the full story that just was released.
For fans, conventions step forth to help furry tornado victim.
Yep. The Oklahoma tornadoes that just happened recently.
Flavor reported in May on Ms. Sora Ray's loss of her home in the Moore, Oklahoma tornado. In subsequent days, Furs have sent an outpouring of support, helping her with supplies and funds. They gathered for the cleanup, helping her sort through the rubble of what once was her home. She found her fursuit, which had survived in the storm, but was covered in insulation and was getting a musty odor from the rain that came with the tornado. The team also found one of her cats crushed to death by a fallen wall. The stress of this is a hardening factor for Miss Sora.
I'd imagine so.
The support for Miss Sora and her mother continues, with several furry conventions joining together to raise funds for her family. Central Plains FurCon, Fango, F3Con, and Wild Nights will be auctioning super sponsor and higher levels of membership, with proceeds going to Missouri. The first is for a membership for CPFC to be held in October 2013 in Wichita, Kansas, with Ruckus as the guest of honor. Other auctions will be posted after the initial auction concludes. The support group is seeking other items for auction. Businesses and organizations interested in donating can reply to this post with details. Look to the dealer's den for more auctions in the weeks that follow. You can also donate directly to Missouri via PayPal.
Yeah, right? Like just people reacting in the chat room. That's totally what I thought when I first heard about this. And if you click on the news story, you actually get to see a picture of all the team that was helping her. But this, I mean, I talked about this before when it first came out. But since, we got a new set of people that are listening right now from when last time we did it, I'm just going to say it again. This is an example of how much I love the community of the fandom. Just straight up love it. Because this is basically what happened. As soon as the community found out that, as soon as it was public that a furry, lost her home in the Oklahoma tornadoes, immediately everyone just, banded together and did something about it, immediately, without question. Most people had never met her or heard of her in their life, and they got together simply because she was a part of the furry fandom, and they loved her as a part of the community of furries, and they loved her enough that they were willing to do this for her despite not ever meeting her. And it is so cool to think about just how close the community is, This is seriously half the reason that I'm a furry. One half is because of the interest in anthropomorphic animals. The other half is the community. And it's just, I was saying last time how the way the community works is people that first get involved in it, they experience being in the close community of furries, and then they go back to their normal lives. They're like, wow, normal life is not as awesome as the community of furries, not even close. Which is so true, which makes people come back, basically solely on the strength of how loving the community is, and I absolutely love that. I love the fandom mainly because of that, and it's so cool to think about. So yeah. Anyways, that's another my 2 cents, throwing it in the jar. And this is the show about everyone throwing in their 2 cents, so it's a pretty good interpretation. So, looks like we've read all of the main news articles, unless we want to talk about the country bears really quick.
I guess.
I guess this isn't necessarily news, but I can't really think of a better time. I mean, unless we want to do it at the beginning of the discussion topic.
We'll do that.
Okay, you just want to save it?
I've got other videos that
okay.
we can play at the beginning of the next segment too. So
okay, I guess we can go ahead and start our gaming news segment. So, how would we? Do you want to like start this off with something awesome, or just want to slide right into it? Giggity. Heyo. Let's see. I could just start off by saying, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, stop right there. We can start this off with Xbox One. Yes, you know what's going on. Xbox One. You all know what's going on with Xbox One.
Yes, indeed.
What was going on with Xbox One?
And we're
3 tenths on the was. Because they've changed it.
They have. And we're definitely going to be talking about that.
You know that DRM crap? It's no more DRM. It's gone. That online requirement, also gone.
Yep. So, surprise, they actually listen to fans' feedback, which is awesome. But anyways, mostly what I'm talking about is like starting it off with, something like an intro segment, kind of like how we start off the show where I just say something,
It's too late now. We're already going.
Well, I'm gonna say something anyway.
You wrecked the train, man. You wrecked it.
I'm just gonna say something like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Claus and Convo Gaming News for all of you gaming fans out there. We take a break.
For that.
Be quiet, you're ruining it. For all of you gaming fans out there, this is a little segment from the Normal Furry Podcast to talk about video games. Who doesn't love a bit of video games? Most furries do. So this is why we started this.
I used to play video games and I took an arrow to the knee.
I haven't heard that joke only 100 billion times. It's still kind of funny though, honestly. Just like, it's kind of nice to hear that joke hasn't officially died yet. People still say it. I always thought it was funny. I never thought it was that annoying. It was annoying when people overdid it, but
I actually recently discovered sort of what that's supposedly supposed to mean. It's like saying then I got married.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Totally changes the meaning of it, don't it?
It does. It does, in fact. That's freaking awesome. Oh boy. Anyways, so we got 2 news articles today, and we're also just the gaming news segment is mostly just going to be talking about gaming stuff. I mean, like I said, I got 2 news segments, but we're probably going to be spending most of the time just talking about it, because we kind of did it by accident, and people enjoyed it. So I was thinking we should actually make a segment out of it, So anyways,
on this Xbox One stuff, they changed it so you no longer need to be online 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
They eliminated that check-in thing, so you can any disc-based game you can play as long as you want. Without ever being anywhere near an internet connection for all eternity.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade it to anyone at any time as much as you want.
There's no more restrictions.
It's kind of like what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyways, that's really cool to see that they've actually listened to fans' feedback, because people have been really loud about this and they actually listen, which is cool. But honestly, I'm still not going to get one as soon as they come out. I'm going to wait for a long time and see and let everything let the dust settle, and then I'm probably going to get one later.
With the release version, they basically fixed it with a patch.
Mm-hmm.
You have to download a patch to fix it, which kind of makes you wonder if this is just a temporary.
You never know.
Covering their asses.
You never know. This is why I'm not trusting them, because they were the ones that did this in the first place, and this is Microsoft.
They don't deserve any rewards.
They really don't. So this is why I'm not going to buy it until the dust settles.
They're fixing what they fucked up.
Mm-hmm. but you got to remember that they screwed up in the first place.
Yeah.
And they were seriously trying to milk every dollar out of us, like seriously. So I'm not going to trust them yet.
We're gonna let that just see what happens in the coming.
You know,
years, so.
Microsoft, I gotta say, they've really come downhill when it comes to gaming stuff, obviously. But here's a little story for you. Did you know that the original Xbox was so expensive to make and it was so expensive to market that they actually didn't end up making a profit in the gaming market with the original Xbox? But they didn't care. They were like, they released a statement that said that they were just happy to participate in the like game. I mean, you know, a lot of people had one.
And that was a good console. I still have one.
Great console. I have like 4 of them. I really like. My family has a bunch of them because all of my brothers used to get you know, all of our own consoles, so we could like link, you know, Halo 2 back in the days before.
We should try and link them.
We should. Do you still have your?
I still have mine.
Awesome.
Yes.
Bring that and Halo 2 and every.
I don't have Halo.
Oh. We
unfortunately.
That's kind of sad.
I'll have to find it.
If you ever get a copy of Halo 2, I mean, we used to link them all the time. You can actually link them all into a router, and you can just you can link a bunch, like a network of them. I used to do that before Xbox Live existed. Like, and we would play Halo 2.
That's the way to do it.
We would play Halo 2 in my cousin's basement. One team would be in one room, the other team would be in another room. Like, every team would be in their own room and on their own TV. It was pretty much the greatest thing ever. Like, it was actually way better than online gaming because you were personally, friends with all of these people, not just over the internet, but for real. It was great.
And if anyone tries to hack in, you can walk downstairs and punch them in the face.
Exactly. Good point.
Without any lag.
With no lag. But anyways, yeah. I mean, Xbox, they sold a lot of original systems, and it was one of the best consoles ever. I honestly think so. But like I said, they were so expensive to make, and they barely made a profit off of the console themselves, which goes to show you how good of a console it was, that they poured so much money into it. And they were really close to making a profit, so it's not like they had a big loss or anything. But in the end, they ended up not really having a profit, and they said, "We don't care. We were just happy to participate in the gaming industry, And obviously, with the Xbox 360, they actually made a huge profit.
And they're like, "We like making money."
That's probably what happened with them. Like, seriously, because
Danny has all the Halos.
I have all the Halos. So do I, actually. I have 1 through 4, like all in their original forms, and I have like. Yeah, tea is delish. Wine Slender says, Halo's not my cup of tea, which, I honestly,
Halo.
I can honestly really see how some people just wouldn't, it's just not their thing,
Yeah. I can kind of see that, too.
Yeah, I completely agree with people. The only reason I love it so much is because I'm extremely good at it.
I haven't ever even really gotten a chance to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
you've always loved it for the little time.
I like the storyline. Yeah.
The storyline is great. The multiplayer was big. Double kill, triple kill, overkill, extermination. Holy shit! Did you know that in Halo 2, one of the medals you can get is called Headshot? The biggest, that too. The best one you can get is, I think it's like 10 kills like in a row. It's the same as Kilimanjaro in Halo 3, the best you can get. But in Halo 2, it was unfreaking believable. It was so funny when you got that medal, which actually has been done before on Xbox Live. I've seen a video of it. It's pretty cool. But anyways, like back to the Halo thing, some people like it, some people are just like, whatever, which I completely get because it's not for everybody. It's the same as coffee and tea, But Halo 2 basically revolutionized multiplayer gaming, period. Like, they really did. When Halo 2 came out, everybody was playing it. Like, it was the multiplayer game to play. Everybody who was anybody owned an Xbox and had Xbox Live and played it. That was before Call of Duty ever had multiplayer. Like, Call of Duty came out, after the first... I think it was right after Halo 2. But they didn't have multiplayer until Call of Duty 4, I think. They had, on the third one they had like split screen, but it wasn't very good. Then Call of Duty 4 came out, and that was what revolutionized the Call of Duty multiplayer. And then Call of Duty itself revolutionized multiplayer. But Halo 2 was first. Like, Halo 2 was the one that started everything. And every multiplayer shooter nowadays owes almost everything to Halo 2. And Halo 1. Halo 1 did the same thing. And, I mean, obviously there's GoldenEye, too. But we're mostly talking about over, online, so... coffee! Yes, indeed. Couldn't have said it better myself. Anyways, so here's a news article. Now that we've... And Monster. This guy drinks coffee and Monster on the podcast. I'm worried about him sometimes. He's literally insane. Anyways, so how we were talking about tolerance. The Xbox's DRM. Here's a news article that says, on Xbox One's social network, canceled family share demos. And the title of this earlier was, is it really a good thing that they've, like the downsides and the upsides to it. All right. So, okay. Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg supported this, saying straight up that there was no time limit. I don't know. This is like tweets. I don't know if they're actually contributing. Talking about no time limits. Okay. Microsoft's new Xbox One policies eliminating the alluring family sharing option. Which, by the way, they...
Link.
Hold on. Don't freak out. Which, by the way, they did get rid of that family sharing plan. Yeah. So, yeah. Halo 3 was, in fact, really good multiplayer. Like, they also took a huge step forward in multiplayer when they did Halo 3. So, just saying. I don't know. Halo 2 was my favorite multiplayer one, honestly. The campaign in Halo 2 wasn't that great. Actually, the best campaign was the original Halo. The best campaign. Halo 2 had the best multiplayer, and Halo 3 had the best online multiplayer. Like, it actually took a massive step forward, especially with Forge, But anyways, Microsoft's new Xbox One policies eliminating the alluring family sharing option, which allowed players in the same family to share what was assumed to be the full version of their games. A lengthy pastebin post, allegedly written by a current Microsoft employee, details that this may not be the case. It also explores an unannounced feature, Xbox Live as a social network. Okay, basically the same thing as Miiverse, which we'll talk about the Wii U pretty soon. Because it's anonymous past, take it with a grain of salt, but the details have created quite the commotion and the conversation around the Xbox One again. The first major thing employees address is family sharing. It is family sharing. This feature is near and dear to me, and I truly felt it would have helped the industry grow and make both gamers and developers happy. The premise is simple and elegant. When you buy your games for Xbox One, you can set any of them to be part of your shared library. Anyone who you deem to be family had access to these games regardless of where they are in the world. The supported Microsoft employee alleges that games shared between friends would be timed demos, limited to 15 to 45 minutes of playtime before asking players to purchase the full version. Game progress will be saved, however, allowing you to pick up where the demo left off. Okay, I'm going to scroll down because this is kind of long. As for the social network, the purported employee says, quote, each Xbox Live account would have the full home space in which they would post their highest scores, show off their best game DVR moments and what they've watched via Xbox Live TV, and leave messages for others to read and respond to. Twitter and Facebook would be necessary, but would be optional. Yeah, that's basically what the news article says. It's going on and on about this, but it's saying the same thing, talking about the sharing plan. But yeah, for most of you that have barely really kind of dabbled into this, haven't really heard much. Yeah, they basically took away the family sharing plan, but they got rid of the DRM and all the bull crap. But they took away the family sharing plan, and people are saying that they should have kept that and left it for whenever people get digital downloads, which I agree with, because it's a good idea, honestly. But it's kind of like the concept of a kid wanting to take all the candy for himself. He's like, no, I want to keep this, So they're it's almost like they're punishing us.
Yeah.
Which is really upsetting. But I don't know. I don't really know what to think. Basically said it all. So, anyways. Whew. You want to read the next one? I gotta link it to you.
Yep.
And then I'll link it in the chat room. Oh, Danny has to go. That's lame. Okay, well, I guess it was really nice nice that you tuned in with us. You know, that's I'm having a brain fart. Thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next week. So, anyways, you can continue with the next news article.
Okay, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 shatter Amazon pre-order sales.
Woo!
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 contributed to Amazon's biggest pre-order week ever, with as many as 2,500 next-gen console purchases per minute funneling through the online retailer.
Ooh, cool.
The week of E3, which saw PlayStation 4's hardware and Xbox One software unveiled, saw a 4,000% increase in console purchases compared to last year's next-gen E3 week. In addition, the one-day pre-orders for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were nearly 2 times that of all video game sales on Black Friday last year. IGN has asked Amazon for more specifics and will update the story with any extra information it provides. If you're interested, Xbox One pre-orders are back in stock on Amazon, and PlayStation 4 pre-order bundles come in a bunch of different flavors.
Well, all right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think they also really jumped up in pre-orders as soon as the Xbox One denounced all this DRM stuff, and people are just kind of going back. Which, like I said earlier, I don't think that people should do it right away. I think they should pay for like how much they seriously screwed up, which I am very glad that they're going back and realizing how much of a mistake it was, So
PlayStation 4 won.
Yeah, PlayStation 4 is basically
by a lot though.
With pre-sales.
Yeah, for PS4.
I knew that. Yeah, that's also what they said. But the Wii U, a lot of people don't consider the Wii U.
Xbox has been punished.
Well, a lot of people don't consider the Wii U part of the console wars because it's just kind of the extra one that everyone's going to get anyway. It doesn't necessarily compete with the Xbox and the PlayStation for obvious reasons. I have a Wii U. I got them soon after they came out, and it is incredible. Basically the equivalent of the Super Nintendo. Like, much, much better version of the original, and except this one has a bunch of new features that the Wii didn't have. The gamepad, freaking phenomenal, honestly, and Nintendo just killed it at E3. Like they announced so many awesome games for it. It's gonna be awesome when they actually come out with all these games, and everyone's gonna want a Wii U, and I'm gonna be like, I had one a long time ago. I'm a hipster. Yeah. So, anyways, Before it was cool. Anyways, I believe it's about time to go into our 10-minute break. I've been drinking too much coffee. I need to hydrate myself. I need to get some water because I'm starting to feel the effects of dehydration. And coffee actually does that to you, so I'm going to be drinking a lot of water. Just saying. Anyways, thanks you guys for tuning in. Don't worry, we'll be back in 10 minutes. But in the meantime, you can totally... contact info right there. You can totally email us with discussion topics or just anything you want to say, anything you want us to talk about on the show. Or if you just want to give a shout out, it's totally cool. Email us at strikepod.studios@gmail.com. And we would love to hear your feedback. And if you want to participate in the discussion topic, you either just do it in the chat room, like the traditional way, the IRC or the Ustream chat, or you could, the preferred way is to email us with the topics. So anyways, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in approximately 10 minutes. Death to tyrants and long live King Richard.
It's cause I'm colored, isn't it? Look at all those white tigers you letting through, and you gonna search me cause I'm orange and black. I'm calling Reverend Al Sharptooth right now, boy. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Hey, 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 hey. This is a pat down search. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Check for weapons where it hurts. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Hey, this is a pat down search. You done made my toy beep, so we gon' check you where it hurts. It's a sign, tell your ass to take your shoes off first. Spread your arms, spread your legs, and now we're gonna go berserk. You were flying first class, getting groped is just a perk. I done had a million passengers tell me I'm a jerk. Now, what's that in your pocket? Now, what's that in your purse? Take your jacket off. Now, let me look under your skirt. Check under your six pack, check under your keg. Check to make sure there's nothing here between your legs. This is more than you expected for your $700. Well, you don't like the body scanner, so you're just out of luck. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Hey, 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 hey. This is a pat down search. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Check for weapons where it hurts. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. I frown every time some clown wanna pat me down. I'm mad in this place like the dog up in the pound. So when they come around, I startle and choke. Increased security's making it harder to cope. Airports are like a prison, better hold on to the soap. That's why I only fly if I feel like getting broke. But at the end of the game, it really ain't no thing. All the flight attendants love seeing my snake on the plane. So the next time I fly, boy, I'm gonna wear a kilt. And if someone grabs my junk, some fool is getting spilt. Man, I ain't got no time to try to hurt nobody. So why you gotta be all intrusive when you search everybody? We've been flying airplanes for 100+ years, but only recently does all this paranoia appear. And I'm sick of everyone around me living in fear. So screw it, I'ma grab 2 beers and slide up out of here. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Hey, 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 hey. This is a pat down search. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Check for weapons where it hurts. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Now go and pat your boy down. Now go and pat your boy down. Now go and pat your boy down. Come on, pat your boy down. Now go and pat your girl down. Now go and pat your girl down. Now go and pat your girl down. Come on, pat your girl down. Now go and pat yourself down. Now go and pat yourself down. Go and pat yourself down. Come on, pat yourself down. Now pat everybody down. Now pat everybody down. Now pat everybody down. Now pat everybody down. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Hey, 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 hey. This is a pat down search. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. Check for weapons where it hurts. Do the TSA, do the TSA, do the TSA. TSA is not responsible for damage to or disappearance of any personal items either checked or carried on, including but not limited to carrots, cucumbers, batons, flashlights, or water tentacles. Neither TSA nor any airlines operating under our authority assume liability for destruction of kigurumi, animal mascot suits, or other costumes checked or carried onto an airplane is not perfect. Any passengers that have in their possession this song or any other work by the creator of this song be strip searched in a private room with video cameras and ceiling cap present, and search to be documented on the internet per the FOI Act. The offending passenger and all search agents will be anthropomorphized with Rule 34 judiciously applied. And that's why I drive everywhere. But you know what?
I don't mind when the chill creeps up on me. I don't care if the wind blows down my door. Who can tell when the cold will bend my tree? I'll still be coming back with gun wounds, wanting more. I don't know how much colder it can get. I can see the water into my arms. The frost will push you closer yet. So give me one more kiss and I can welcome death. I can't be afraid, squeeze your hand, I got it made. Made with your touch. Turn off the heat, our bodies will meet. And baby, I'll keep you warm. I don't mind if my ears and nose turn blue. I don't care if I can't feel my toes. 'Cause I know it just brings me closer to you. And we can snuggle up while round us still it snows.
Going live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the one and only Claws and Convo. We're happy you could join us. We just had our 10-minute break, but we're back in action. So get ready for some fun-filled and food for the mind entertainment.
Yes.
So, but first we're actually going to start off by playing a couple videos.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
Do you want to go ahead and do that? Do you say?
Yeah.
Did you say that you? How many do you have?
I've got a couple.
Okay. So I guess I was right. A couple.
Yep.
And there's the country. Oh yeah. Do you want to? Are you gonna play that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the country bears. The one.
Just because it's an open tab.
Yeah. This is the one I was talking about earlier. This was released in 2002.
Hey Barry,
by Disney, obviously.
Dinner's ready.
Barry Barrington was like any other boy.
Barry Barrington.
nostalgia.
Yup.
Different. Like Dex and me.
I was
We
really
don't look
impressed
the
with the
same.
animatronics
He has
and
freckles,
the costume
and
in
I
this.
don't.
Oh yeah.
I think.
He was loved by his parents
Just remember, son, the people who love you no matter what, that's your family.
and sometimes his brother.
This is my baby picture, and this is yours.
Mom, am I adopted?
Of course not, honey.
Dexter!
I gotta face facts. I just don't fit in.
He's run away from home.
You knew you were gonna have to release him into the wild one day.
Now Barry's about to discover his destiny.
The Country Bears!
With four guys who are barely a band.
I belong here.
Welcome aboard, kid.
You're one of us now.
Well, are you going to find him?
Does he have any distinguishing marks?
Yeah, he's got thick brown hair all over his body.
You guys, they're right behind us.
About a little thing I call hiding in the car wash. So how does that work? We hide in the car wash.
Looks like Jim Carrey.
Where'd they go?
Your hair looks ridiculous. My hair.
From Walt Disney Pictures. One boy is searching for what he's been missing.
You're gonna do the show?
Not without you.
and discovering what he's had all along.
Who's that little bear?
Oh, that's no little bit. That's my brother.
Disney's The Country Bears.
The gag has been used a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that's a 2000.
I nearly forgot about that.
Right? I was recently looking at that. You know, somebody mentioned it in a forum, and I was like, "Oh, I remember that movie. Like, that was a long time ago, 2002." Yeah. The one thing I didn't get about this, I think I did see that movie. I don't remember if I saw it or not. I think I remember renting it though. But one thing I do think that was weird was they never explained why the bears could talk. I think it's been I haven't seen it in a long time.
Unless all the bears in that universe talk.
Yeah,
in that dimension.
That must be it. Like, just bears can talk in this universe. So I guess I'm just gonna go with that. That is
so like in Jim Henson universe.
Well, yeah, but that's I guess that's a pretty good point there.
Yeah,
you know, it's just kind of a accepted thing. You know, oh, by the way, they can talk. You know,
and green frogs play banjo.
Yup.
Apparently,
why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Anyway,
okay. Anyways, we got another one for you. It's gonna be this one is so adorable. Okay, so yeah. There's a fox cub that comes to people for help. Got a jar stuck on his head. Oh, he's so cute.
Лисенок. Снимай телефон. Ну что, ну ёбаный. Вот, блядь, залез. О, давай.
There we go.
Boom.
А спасибо где?
Yeah, just like add the sound effect.
Сам видал, подошел, да?
That is so cute. Little fox cub.
Ну все, На, смотри.
That is quite adorable. Where did you find that?
I think it might have been posted on either Reddit or someone posted on Twitter or something.
I know I follow a thread on Reddit or a subreddit that's just about foxes. Well, there's that too. Yeah. But I also follow the one that's just about foxes. Yeah. Like, it just posts pictures of foxes and stuff like that. I think it's made by furries, which is cool.
Here's the video from with Pepper Coyote performing the song "I'm Not Giving Up."
Ooh, I'm Not Giving Up. Sweet.
Check that out. Linking his for Finny in chat now.
Alright. I kind of want to check out his Fur Affinity page.
Sitting around, want to figure it out, a way to justify my second chances. Mind wanders far, but it keeps landing on you. Who's left to blame this time? Was I a victim of my circumstances? No, I held the smoking gun, not the bullet that it threw. Painted a picture I was trying to find.
I think it's a bit loud, right?
Another piece of gold. Yep. I never figured out.
Yep, it was right.
That the villain was me. And now
I am
you're
going to watch
leaving. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Not letting the dark be the reason.
He's awesome.
I give myself for the kind of person that I have been. I can't change for you, so I'll change for me. I'll be alone for now, for then.
That was awesome.
Words fly like burning.
Still going.
I thought it was over. Whoops.
Only anchor.
It was
wasn't
good.
Too much weight, but rather the rigidness of my stubborn mind, and I can't stop thinking about it. We're Regret flows in too late to prevent the things that I said, the things that I meant at the time. But not once I played the tape back, painted a picture of what I had in my mind. Another hand to hold. I didn't like what I saw, who I turned out to be. So now I leave it. I'm not giving up.
Look at that new character from Casey.
Giving in.
Aw, yeah.
Not letting the dark be the reason I give myself for the kind of person that I have been. I can't change for you, so I'll change for me. I'll be alone for now, for then.
Okay, is that the end of the song?
Yep.
Good. Okay, that was awesome. He is pretty awesome. I'm definitely following him on Fur Affinity now.
And you can see Look Lift extra channel.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right
by the
here
way,
on YouTube.
did you know that
Check that out.
Rachel Benson's brother is like best friends with the bassist from Ashes Armada?
Really?
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. Like, actually, okay, here's something cool. I was riding in the car with Liz, another one of my friends, and she started playing, this Ashes Armada, and she was like, oh, here's my friend Liz, like, has heard of them, and I never said a word about him. She was like, oh, there's this local band that's, like, getting really popular lately, and she was like, they're called Ashes Armada. I'm like, oh, really?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And I was like, my friend Stryker has their shirt, like, he was promoting them on the podcast. And I was like, wow, I'm happy that they're getting big. I think they have an amazing sound, and they deserve to be a good, a famous
Damn
band.
right. Yes.
And, I might actually be going to see him sometime soon with Rachel down in a bar in Knoxville, which is going to be really cool. But, I don't
which
know.
bar?
I don't know. She hasn't given me details yet, but she says she might go to that, and she might have me tag along, which is going to be so cool. Because I've never seen him live before. I've heard them.
I see him live almost all the time.
Yeah,
I get a chance.
You were telling me
I should tag along as well.
If we end up doing it, then I'll have her invite you, which is gonna be so cool. I think it's gonna be on a Saturday.
Probably on a Saturday.
I haven't really heard the details, but
And if it's in Knoxville, I think I know which bar it is. I've been there before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Anyways, so cracking my neck here because we're about to start the discussion. And today's discussion is probably going to be a little bit short because I'm still not feeling too good. The hydration is kicking in a little bit, but
a little bit hungover.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit hungover. I got the good end of the hangover side, like there's the headache and the sickness. Well, I only got the sickness and not the headache. So it's like a silver lining for that. I don't have a headache, which is really good.
It's kind of funny that you're always the one you're always the host that who's coming in like
something screws me up,
either recovering from an overdose or hungover, and
yup,
me being the more
the one that seems like would do the more stuff, But I'm just a wild and crazy dude. I just do too much stuff up here in Ottumwa. I'm living the college life basically. So yeah. Anyways,
the good little Christian boy and the heathen.
Yeah. And the good little Christian boy is the one that's doing all this.
The irony.
Anyways, so I'd like to do the discussion topic mostly revolving around how the idea that furries are more open to sexuality in real life as well, not just online. And Stryker actually had an opposing argument to that. Well, not necessarily an opposing one, just like another viewpoint about it, you know. But basically, I think that furries are a lot more open to sexuality, and especially in real life. So, what did you have to say about that?
Well, you can kind of compare it to people generally just seem to be more ashamed by anything sexual, and just recently I was listening to an atheist talking about statistics and whatnot, and they went into like a Christian conference, and or a Christian region. Not sure the specific details, but they were asking who all masturbated, and almost no one raised their hands. But of course, that they are masturbating, but they're just so afraid to admit it.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Because apparently in some cultures it's considered a sin to spill your seed upon the ground, apparently.
Even though
but they do it anyway.
Even though the Bible actually does not say anything about that. It really doesn't. So if they're upset about it, it's because they're just like, ew, that's the sin. Well, how do you know? That's kind of how it is. So anyways, continue.
They always find a dark room to sit in alone and get off. And of course you got the Catholic priests, but that's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother shebang.
But the same people who kind of did this survey also went in to ask the same question at an atheist convention, and everyone in the room raised their hand. Some raised both hands
because they were proud of it. It all has to do with the environment, though.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
With going to the furry fandom, no, we don't really.
We're not shy
care
about it. Yeah, we're just like.
Yes, we do it. What's your point?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean when I say furries are more open to the sexual thing. But also we could ask the question: do furries have sex even a little bit more often than normal people? And I guess no. It seems like it. It seems like that it is because, like we were saying,
because all the porn.
Well, there's one thing, all the porn, which I was saying last week that I'm just kind of disappointed in everybody.
Pornography and the sexually themed role play that goes on.
Which we did talk about that one last week.
Of course, it's all sort of behind closed doors.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we just do it openly, all conventions are rated PG.
Yeah, but then again, there's also this stigma that that everyone knows about, that kind of labels every one of us as sexually deviant.
Yeah, and there will always be people like that,
and that's ever since we've been trying to shy away from it to the point where from the outside, nowadays you don't see that.
Yeah. Pretty much. I don't know
anymore.
Like I said, there'll always be people that'll just be like, oh, they're all sexual deviants, oh, the furry fandom just jumps to conclusions, or they jump to conclusions and say, oh, it's just about sex. There'll always be people like that.
To quote Kage during an interview,
the one that we've said 100 times.
Most people in the fandom are college-age people. College-age people sometimes think about sex.
Yeah. And it's basically, you can just say that, oh, I had no idea, the young people thought about sex all the time.
It's like some humans have a penis? What? Really? Holy crap, I have a penis.
Yeah. What do I do with it? I mean, that's not the case. Everyone knows, everyone has sexual desires, whether they want to say it or not. It's human nature. And, the furry fandom, basically, they just don't care. They basically say, whatever kind of sex you like, we won't judge you. That's what they say. This is kind of how it is. it like goes back to the same thing I was saying earlier about the community. This is how it is we just have our arms open to anyone and everyone that wants to be a part of the community, and that's it's our own worst enemy, but it's also a very good thing.
With the exception of necrophilia and pedophilia, we might not like you as much.
Yeah, that's obviously, I'm not gonna say. I mean, it goes without saying. Like we obviously,
that's pretty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
got my eye on you. But anyway,
obviously we don't approve of bestiality. It's, in fact, one of the things that we hate is bestiality because it seriously can destroy our image. And plus, we also, we're just against bestiality, period, not just the image of it. At least most of us are. But because we're, we've got a discussion about this, and we kind of just.
But it comes down to it. What happens behind closed doors, as long as it's not hurting anyone.
Yeah,
that's your own damn business.
Yeah, that's kind of how we think, and that's why it seems as though furries talk about sex, or not really. We don't really talk about sex more than the average people. In fact, we probably talk about it less. But the fact that we're more open about it and just don't care gives us an image that we have sex a lot more than normal people, and we just kind of go out of our way, to do it, to just be like, oh, sex, and that's kind of what's given us a bad image, just because we're so open about it, which people don't realize that's a good thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole gist of it. There was something I was going to say about that. But yeah, the community, it's kind of our own worst enemy, because like I said, we can accept anybody and everybody into it, and it has changed quite a bit from the original definition of furry, but it's still relatively the same. But for the most part, it has changed for the better. The community has changed to the point that it's a lot more open, and which is a much better thing to do than just every other community out there, which is mostly here's some preferences. So Wine Slender says, we love animals, but not so much that we want to have sex with them. That is very that we could say that to anybody that is skeptical about the fandom. We love animals, but not in that way. And then they'll bring up the thing, oh, what about all the porn? For those of you who didn't see the earlier episode, basically we defined furry porn as like the reason we're sexually attracted to it, especially males, is because we're attracted to the female, not the fur. It's kind of like we enjoy
the effect they're anthropomorphic.
Just makes it
number
more
one,
exciting.
the body figure, and number two, the empathy, the emotion, and the expressions and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's this is something I said before, but the reason that we love it so much is because just seeing a normal piece of like an example is seeing a clean piece of artwork, which I enjoy clean artwork better than porn, honestly. I think that we should have more clean artwork, and if you look at that, you just get like, it's kind of like you just get like a tiny rush of emotions, like, oh, that's cute, just awesome, because we have an attraction to it, not in a sexual way, for anthropomorphic animals, period. We're just like, it's just something that we love to see and think about, explore in our own minds the possibility of it. And when we see furry porn, it's kind of, like I said, we're not attracted to the animal, we're attracted to the human characteristics. And the fact that it's an anthropomorphic animal just makes us happy, because we're already, excited, not in a sexual way, about anthropomorphic animals. And that's essentially how you can define it. So, you can just say that to people that, obviously I don't go explaining this entire thing to everybody, but if anyone actually asks me, I do tell them this. I'm like, it's not bestiality, and here's why. So, I like to throw my 2 cents at people's face sometimes from my soapbox. But yeah, that's essentially what I've been trying. The question that we've answered pretty much. So next, we'd like to talk about what was I going to say about bronies? Let's discuss the idea of whether or not bronies will be around for decades to come, or if it's just a passing fad. and I haven't really thought about this much, so I'm just gonna have to think about it here and now. On one side, it's just everyone attracted to a show and stuff like that. But on the other side, it could be something more where people just like the anthropomorphic animals, so they're essentially furries that get into My Little Pony because it's a more alive world and they don't have to use so much imagination to see it in front of their eyes.
My Little Pony will only last as long as Hasbro is cranking out material.
Exactly. Well, right now they're making a lot of money off of it, obviously because it's a huge thing that's been going on recently. It exploded ever since the Brony movement started happening. But, basically what I'm trying to say is I think that people like it because they like anthropomorphic ponies, they think they're cute, and the characters in My Little Pony are extremely appealing, so they get attached to the characters. Furries, on the other hand, have to use their imagination to get attached to anthropomorphic characters, because, unless you read a comic, it's hard to find. But with My Little Pony, they're fully voice acted, and it's like a mainstream show, so it's a lot easier for people to get into it. So I think that it will be alive for a while, but it will very seriously start to die down fast if the show ever gets canceled or anything. But who knows? It could be like Doctor Who, because after the original run of Doctor Who got canceled in like 1989 or something, there was a bunch of fans that like got together and still did like radio episodes and audio tapes and stuff like that because they just wanted to keep it alive. And obviously there was a 2005 reboot, which is the one that we're still watching now, that's still going. But in the time between 1989 and 2005, Doctor Who wasn't airing, like it wasn't an official show anymore. They weren't making it, is what I'm trying to say. And the fans just, like I said, got together and tried as best they could to keep it alive, and I think that's kind of what's going to happen with My Little Pony, but it's eventually going to die out. Furries, on the other hand, we've said this before, the main difference between furries and bronies is bronies are into the show, a show that's, put on by Hasbro, and these characters, they're in love with the characters, but the characters will eventually fade and, become forgotten, but the furry fandom is striving on an idea, like an imagination type thing. So I think the furries will last for decades and decades at the very least. Who knows, it could last for as long as the humans are around, as long as the human race is existing, because humans have always been fascinated with anthropomorphic animals.
Humans have been anthropomorphizing animals since the dawn of time.
Yes, they have.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Always since the dawn of human civilization.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because like Egypt, if you look at ancient Egypt, obviously their gods are based off of... Anubis is a half dog, half human. It was still a little bit primitive, the idea of it, but it's definitely evolved a lot. But still, the idea was there, and that's the point I'm trying to make, is that the furries will last a long time, if not the rest of human civilization, because they just strive on an idea, and it's not going to die so easily. The fandom might go away. It might not have any people anymore, but eventually, people will get together and do something else. Same thing, because, the fandom didn't start till the early 80s. Well, it was really around in the late 70s, but, it wasn't big enough to become a thing. In the early 80s, people started getting together and doing it, getting together and just saying, hey, anthropomorphic animals are really cool, and we all share the same idea. But that idea, was around, like we said, ever since the dawn of human civilization. But we only just now, in the past, 40 years, 30 years, have actually decided to start making, doing something about it and getting together and discussing it. So I always thought that was pretty cool.
The internet helps.
The internet, as soon as the internet came out, the furries was like the first thing, one of the first communities to ever spill over. And obviously the furry community isn't big enough to have its own society, so that's why everyone has to live apart from each other and just get together on the internet and stuff. So yeah. that pretty much answers the whole question and dives into every little aspect that I could think of. I know there was another thing I wanted to talk about, but I really can't remember what it is. I don't know. I knew that this discussion topic section today was not going to be as long as it usually is. But we have been going for about 2 hours, so we did deliver a full show, almost. The discussion topic itself just wasn't as long as it usually is.
Yeah, close enough.
I think the
Skype line is open.
Mm-hmm. The Skype line is open, by the way. So we'll give you a few more minutes if you want to call in and say hi. It'd be totally cool. But yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm starting to just lose my mind. I'm just excited for the balloon thing that's going on tonight.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be neat.
I don't know if all of us are going or if just me and Rachel Kalber are gonna go. I don't know. Depends on what we decide to do. So I don't know. I guess this is a good note to end the show on, unless someone wants to call in and just say hi really quick. We would be happy to talk to you. Believe somebody just got on Skype, so I think someone is trying to make an effort. So we'll give them a little bit. Just a little bit to listen to the music. Listening to the music. Hearing people scream. Sitting in the waiting room reading crappy magazines. Paradox the Wolf is on. It's pretty cool. Sometime we really have to get him on here so we can talk about the Therianism.
Yeah.
There was, on Flavor, there was an article talking about they did a poll about, which furries are Therians. But it's kind of a long article, and I didn't really read the whole thing, but I could get into it if we decided to do the episode about Therianism, which is a huge thing in the fandom. Just same thing with the sexuality. We've been avoiding it for a long time and finally decided at one point to just dive into it, and I didn't regret it. It was a really good discussion. Probably the best discussion topic we've ever had was when we first got into the sexual side of the fandom. The Therianism side of the fandom is another thing that we've been waiting for a good time to do it. It's a huge part of the fandom, and I definitely like to talk in depth about it. But whether or not we decide we get Paradox on here, if we never end up getting Paradox on here, then we'll just have to do it ourselves. Or what we could do? We could just do like a chat interview with him and just read it on the show or something. I don't know. If he decides not to be on the show, because Pharaoh was on the show, which was sweet. He was on the entire show. But anyways, I guess this is a good note to end the show on. Yep. What do you think?
It's good enough.
Okay. So, anyways, you guys are awesome because we really appreciate your views. Thank you so much for watching today.
Stick around for the post-show.
Yeah, if you want to stick around for the post-show, that's totally cool. I might be in here, I might not. I might just be resting on the couch, taking a nap before I go to the Balloon Festival tonight. But nonetheless, we'll still be playing music and stuff.
For a few minutes.
For a few minutes.
Anyway.
If you just want to hang and chill, it won't be as entertaining as the show, but we'll just...
you never know.
You never know. It's just kind of a free thing, everyone can say, we can just talk about random things and just kind of
I
chill.
do while I'm making sure everything went where it needed to go.
Yep. So anyways, if you just want to stick around for the post-show, that'd be totally cool, because we love audience interaction.
Yeah.
And once again, thank you guys so very much for joining us. We will be broadcasting next week, definitely, but the week after that, we will not be having a show. Just for a heads up for all of you who will be missing next week. But yeah, next week we are having a show. The week after that, we are not having a show because we'll be at Anthrocon. So anyways, once again, thank you all so very much for joining us. We will see you next week at 5 p.m. Central. Same bat time, same bat channel. I have been your wonderfully slim and a little bit foxy host, Dante freaking Padfoot.
And I have been your gutless heathen host, Striker Chiguire.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Death to tyrants and long live King Richard.
King Richard.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to No, you don't touch that.
Anyway, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.